Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a hot minute since I last did a regular YouTube video. I've been away, as you may have been aware, and I just really missed sitting down and talking to you guys about what's been going on in my life, and so that is why I am here today, and hopefully we can catch up a bit and talk a little bit about what's been going on in the world lately. I don't even know where to begin, but first I want to mention if I sound a little bit quiet, that is because the state of the world is where it's at. My boyfriend is now working from home indefinitely, so I might be just a little bit awkward about it because it is my first time trying to record with having anyone around. I've always been a little bit awkward with that, so yeah, just as a little disclaimer, that is why I sound a little bit quieter than usual. But yeah, with that said, for today's video, I just wanted to catch up with you guys and tell you a little bit about like what's been going on with me and just talk about things and give you maybe a little bit of something to listen to while you're working, because you know, a lot of us are now stuck at home, and from the sounds of it, it sounds like people are spending more time online. And I have this great platform where some people choose to tune in whenever I happen to upload a video. So I thought, why not use this time to just talk to you guys for the first time in a while. So let me first try to explain like where I've been. Some of you may know that I've been working on my next Skillshare class that is all about doing portraits using color pencils, and I just got massively stuck on it. I just felt like I couldn't really progress with the lessons because I couldn't really figure out like the best way to explain things. And when you're in a position of teaching, you don't want to like have to second guess everything you're saying. And the first time I made my portrait drawing class, with that one I also had a bit of like an imposter syndrome popping up, which made it really difficult to progress through the class. But this time it's somehow so much worse, even though it's a topic that I'm really confident in, working with colors and drawing portraits. I really thought I would have a much easier time with it, but for some reason I've been getting stuck with each lesson trying to explain my process or explain how you guys can approach the process. That's why it's just been taking so long to work through it, and it's just put me in a very like negative cycle of just like putting myself down and then like wondering if I am like good enough, or you know, it's just really taken a toll on my confidence. And it doesn't help that I have a very like tunnel vision mindset when it comes to completing tasks. I really struggle with moving on to different tasks if I haven't completed the current task that I'm on. And so I've really just been stuck on this class. And I'm just so stubborn that I have not attempted to do anything else but finish this class. And yeah, that's where I was maybe a few weeks ago, before all this kind of started to become really real. And by this I mean, you know, the crisis that's going on around the world right now, that's really affecting pretty much everyone. And that just kind of compounded with how I was feeling at the time, and I kind of get into these like not dark places, but just like a hole. Like I put myself into a hole or a wall when I'm struggling with something. That's just kind of been a pattern for me. Like I tend to kind of remove myself from everything if I am struggling with something. So yeah, basically that's where I've been. I haven't been anywhere. I've just been here in my room, just really just mentally struggling with something. And a couple of days ago, I guess, just made a decision. I'm not gonna let this drag on any longer. So that's kind of where I am right now, and that's why I'm here, because I really wanted to, just dig myself out of this hole and get back to the routine, get back to doing what I used to do before all this started happening. So I am putting a little bit of a pause on the class, but have faith that I will finish it at some point. And meanwhile, I'm going to be free to work on other things, and I'm really excited to work on those other things. And mainly just more videos and more art, which is exciting. And finally, just cannot wait. I have this printout of the Pocahontas line drawing that I did for the Pocahontas piece that I was planning on doing actually last year, but just didn't get around to doing it. And it's just been staring at me this whole time, and I'm just while I'm working on this class, I'm I just wish I could work on this painting. I can't wait to actually paint something. And now I think I'm going to finally give myself the permission to do that. I can't just deny myself everything because I didn't finish something. I gotta be able to move on mentally and physically, and be able to just come back to something when I'll be better prepared to tackle it. So I'm looking forward to a lot of things, mainly just painting more and making more videos, keeping you guys company. I have some things in mind. I don't want to say too much just in case it doesn't pan out, but something that I can mention is that I actually picked up a big set of Faber-Castell Polychromos colored pencils, and I'm really excited to dig into those. And because I managed to kind of do this voice recording with my boyfriend being in the house and not being super awkward about it, I have faith that, maybe I can record while he's home. And so I think I'm going to dig into that set, because I actually have not opened it yet, because I was planning on doing a first impressions video for you guys. So I think that's what I will work on next. I have high expectations. I'm not gonna lie. I have high expectations. They better blow my socks off, because they ain't cheap. So there's one thing that you can at least expect to see from me pretty soon. But other than what I've been kind of dealing through mentally for the last few weeks, I'm doing pretty well. And I consider myself very lucky in the sense that because I am an independent artist and I already work from home, and I don't work for any employer, I just kind of do my own thing, I have my own projects. I am largely unaffected by this crisis. And because I am also an introvert and a homebody, I really feel like my daily routine hasn't really changed. Other than my boyfriend working from home now, that's a little bit of an adjustment for me, but really I am already kind of getting used to it, which is good. And so yeah, not much has really changed for me, which I consider very, very lucky and fortunate. But I recognize that's not the same for everyone out there. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you are taking care of yourselves and your friends and family, but keeping a safe distance. And I'm trying to speak from experience here. I don't want to get preachy on my channel. Just don't let this time kind of rob you. Like, don't let this crisis rob you from doing the things that you planned on doing. If you can't, just kind of tune out the world for the day, because I found if I check the news in the morning, because things were changing so rapidly from day to day and there's just so many things going on, it's really easy to fall down the rabbit hole of just like checking and like, oh, what's going on over there, what's going on over here, and like that can be really anxiety inducing, and it just takes a lot of time away in the morning and like what should be your most like productive hours. And so now telling myself I will not check the news in the morning when I get up. I have breakfast and I come to the desk and I allow myself to like watch a YouTube video or something to get into the working zone, but I'm not gonna check the news and I'm not gonna check Reddit, because you can fall down the Reddit rabbit hole quite easily. I think that's going to help me just temporarily like remove all the noise, just get back a little sense of normalcy back in my life, because it will be a disservice to me if I let that affect the rest of my day. So yeah, we will see how that goes. I hope to chime in again soon, hopefully, and maybe have some more interesting art to show you guys. I've just been in a sketching mood the past few days. I really want to start painting again, but I always feel like if I've had a kind of a long break without consistently drawing and painting, then I feel too rusty to get back into painting just yet. So I like to kind of take the rust off with a lot of drawing and sketching, and that's just kind of what I'm doing lately. So I think I'll wrap it up here for now. Thank you so much for listening and for keeping me company as well. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I hope you will stay safe and vigilant and stay productive, and don't let this time and all this chaos to rob you from what you were meant to do otherwise. But at the same time, allow yourself some time to just like freak out and feel bummed out about cancellations and all the ways that this thing can affect you or will affect you down the line, because that does suck. And even though it may seem trivial, like, it's okay. You can commiserate with people and say like, you know what, that sucks. I think that's okay too. So with that, I hope you will all stay safe and take care of yourselves, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.